You're watching the Spit or Swallow Beer Review with Shagdog and Jammer, where every sip counts. Hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe so you can always join for the next round. Cheers!
Hey, welcome to the Spit or Swallow Beer Review. It's a drinking and thinking especial. I got some Doritos, even though they're showing black. It is black. This is supposed to be green up here. Flamin Hot Limón Doritos. Going my Miller High Life. So let's get into it. Let's get these the beer open first. That's the most important part, right? Let's give it a slow pour because I don't want too big of a head, but yeah. And let's see here what I got. Yeah, just a drinking and thinking. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. If I don't see you for the rest of the week, me and Jammer might be doing some beer reviews Tuesday, but I'm not really sure. So we'll see then. I just wanted to get out here. I had a rough night at work. So I figured I'd come on and do a couple beers. I'll probably regret it because I'm going to be pretty sore tonight when I wake up, but that's okay. Miller High Life, champagne and beers. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to squeeze in here. All right, yeah. Smells like Miller High Life. Yeah. Let's get some of these chips open. I've had some of these Flamin' Hot Doritos before. Maybe I should grab some more tissues because they usually make my nose run. Well, let's just split this one up. I brought some tissue to wipe my fingers off, but I'll have one for my nose and one for my fingers. How about that? Sounds good. Yeah, they really do make my nose run. I have sinus issues, especially on my left side, so the left side of my sinus might be like Niagara Falls. But yeah, I love hot stuff. It's just, yeah. There it is. Nice looking chip. Now, I don't know if that has the red color in it. We can take it off the market soon. They'll have to replace it with some paprika or something, right? Or is that all natural hot stuff on there? I don't know. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Really makes you enjoy the Miller High Life even more. Yeah. Ooh, get a couple more. It's delicious. Some hot. What do they call it? Fiery? Flamin' hot. Yeah, these chips are so hot, and this beer is so cold in my tongue. It's basically going through climate change, you know? They're talking about climate change. That's pretty much it right there. And that's what climate change really is. They're just cycles. You know what? Back in Earth's early days, probably uncontrolled fires going on all the time. Carbon dioxide all in the atmosphere. It eventually cleans itself up, the Earth does. Whether it has to, eliminate a few things, well, it will happen. I'm just afraid I'm old, and I'm not. Even if I survive, I'm not going to survive long enough to tell the younglings of what happened to the Earth. Delicious. Man, nothing says I made questionable decisions like eating Flamin' Hot Limon Doritos while drinking Miller High Life on camera. Probably once my sinuses starts running, that will be the moment I'd be like, why did I do this? Pretty good though. Nothing like a pre-Thanksgiving warm-up, you know, putting your belly through a workout with some hot Doritos and some Miller High Life. That's what I do around here, I think. Yeah, I'm the brains behind the operation. That's delicious. I really do wish Jammer was here. Or Jammer fan. I can't even believe Jammer fan's up so early. What was it, about 30 minutes ago? That would have been 10 at 7 a.m. his time, I think, right? Maybe 8. Maybe it's 2 hours behind me. Yeah. Whew. Delicious. That was just a little baby chip. Scientifically speaking, these chips burn with the power of 1,000 suns. Good thing the beer cools my mouth like a frosty handshake from Santa. Oh, I can feel it. Sinus starting to run. These chips are roasting my tongue so bad. My thoughts are coming out medium rare. I think I'm enjoying the chips more than the beer. I like all the different Doritos Flamin' Hot. Pretty good stuff. Now, I thought they had 2 different hot. Let's check. Does Doritos have 2 variations of hot chips?
Yes, Doritos offers several
Flamin' Hot.
options. They include Flamin' Hot Nacho and Flamin' Hot
Flamin'.
Limón,
I thought they had another one.
which are flavored with chili and lime. There were also flavors like Blazing Buffalo and Ranch.
Blazing Buffalo and Blazing Ranch. Yeah, that's the other 2. They're not flaming, they're blazing. They're not as hot as the Flamin' Hot. I don't think. Or maybe they are. I don't know. The balance of this chip with this beer, though, Miller High Life smooths these chips out perfectly. It's like putting a house on fire, house out on a, man, it's like putting a damn, fuck. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I had somebody messaging me. I was like, what the? Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. Oh, sorry. Ooh. Yeah, what else was I saying? I can't remember. Oh. Yeah, the beer smooths out the chips perfectly. It's like putting out a house fire with a super soaker, but somehow it works. I got more beer though. Oh, yes. So you might see some snot run out my nose. But I do have an extra paper towel, so hopefully that'll take care of that if that happens. Ooh. If you ever want to test your survival skills, just skip the wilderness. Just eat these chips without a beer nearby and no tissue and see what happens. Pretty good though. Not bad. Yeah. Yeah. It clears your sinuses right up. Love it. Love it. Where would I put Miller High Life in my top 10 adjunct lager category? Probably 1 through 10. No, they're up there, man. I mean, what's your top 10 adjunct lagers, you know? Or what's your favorite adjunct lager? Top 2 or 3? I like Miller High Life. I also like Yingling, but that's considered an amber red lager. But I do like Jammer said the other day, a good Pilsner, whether it's a German or a Czech, even a Polish Pilsner, but I think the Czech Pilsners and the German Pilsners are better. Most German lager styles I like. Hells, Pilsners, some of the Bachs, of course, the Marzens. Or even some of the fest beers, whatever they call those ones, the Wiesens or Weisens or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, those chips are doing good. Wow. No viewers, but that's okay, because Shagdog just loves drinking by himself live. I should just record these and I could edit them. That's okay. I'm saving time. Saving time so I could eat more chips. Yeah. The only bad thing that could happen eating these hot chips and drink my beer as I go to take a sip of beer, I have some snot run out my nose. There it is. I feel my sinuses running now. Yep. Good thing I didn't take a sip of beer right there. Holy shit. Oh. I really had something funny to say, but I think I want to get with Jammer about that one because I don't think it'd be appropriate saying it without him knowing about it at first, see if it's okay. And it's not really about him. It's more about me, but it does affect him. So that's why I want to pass by him first. Because, I mean, even though it's more about me, he likes having some decisions occasionally in the beer review. And I'm all about the partnership, the 50-50 partnership of the Spinner Swallow beer review. So I'll wait for his input. Oh, crap. Okay, that's my snot one there. That's my snot one using my wipe my hands one. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty hot. Man, these chips are so intense. They brought back memories I didn't even know I had. I think I just remembered a homework assignment from the 8th grade. It just ran out my nose, I think, that memory. The spiciness in that lemon hot chip hits you like your accent in a Hey Stranger text. Unexpected and slightly dangerous. in the middle of the night when you have already drank a few. Yeah. But I haven't had a text like that in quite a few years. Before drunk texting, I guess it was just drunk calling, right? Before texting came out. Unless you had a pager back in the day. Drunk paging. I guess someone could have got drunk paged. But if not, you could have been drunk called, yeah. I've done that a few times back in before texting was out. You know, I drunk called a few girls. Believe it or not. Yes, I blew my hands, but it was all the tissue. It didn't soak through the tissue, so. Delicious beer, delicious chips. I give this beer a C+ earlier on the review, but with the chips, both of them combined, A-. Pretty good. Yeah. Man, I just made a playlist because I'm going to be traveling during the holidays, and I got about 7.5 hour drive to do around 7.5 hours, then 7.5 hours back a day or two later. And I made a big playlist, but the playlist is bigger. I actually had to Google it and figure out it's like average song, usually 3.5, 4 minutes. I think I have like over 600 songs in my playlist. They said you're probably only going to be able to listen to like the one-way trip, 7 hours, probably 80 to 110 songs, depending on the amount of time on the song. I'm like, wow, well, I got it on random, so we'll see what songs we get, right? It's kind of hard, man, making a playlist of your favorite music genre. And what's really funny is, I mean, I wish I could go through it now. It'd take too long to go through that playlist, but it's hair bands. That's my favorite music. But really, there's probably about 5 or 6 bands where I have almost every song from their album, all their albums. Maybe not that many. Maybe about 3 or 4, 5 maybe. Then about 6 to 10 where I have quite a few songs from each album. And maybe a couple other bands where I have, maybe 2 songs from each of their albums. But the rest of the bands were all like 1 song, 2 songs. Most hair bands only had a lot of them. I heard the bands before, but I never really got into them. I listened back to their songs like Hurricane or I'm trying to think of some other ones, Black and Blue and some other bands like that. Kingdom Come. I don't like any of their shit. I don't have any of them on my playlist because they all suck to me. But what can you do, right? And I'll tell you who's my number 1 band on there is Rat. I have every single album by them. Did I put every single song on there from every album? I think I put every song from every album on there. The only one I didn't put on there is from Collage because none of the Collage songs were on Spotify except for a couple of their greatest hits one. Steel River on that one, The Best of Rat or whatever it's called. A Rat, the Atlantic here. I forget which one it is. Steel River. Rat Madness from one of Stephen Pearcy's actual albums. I think it's the Mickey Rat version, or it might have been when George Lynch and somebody else joined him, Tracy Guns, I think, for a solo album. And Rat Madness, Steel River. That's the only song I skipped. Is God, I can't remember the name of it. It's the only song they played from their concerts back in the day from the 1999 album, but I didn't like that song. Something on the Edge is could this be the falling over the edge? I think it was. Didn't like it. But Rat Poison, their first 2 or 3 albums, I think I got all their songs. The 4th album with Richie Kotzen on guitar, I think I only put like 3 or 4 songs on there. Guns N' Roses, of course, all of Appetite Destruction. GNR Lies, like 3 or 4 songs. Use Your Illusion 2, I think I got every song on there except for 1. And then Use Your Illusion 1, I only put 1 or 2 songs off that album. I didn't like Use Your Illusion 1 at all. And Kiss, quite a few songs by Kiss, but of course I didn't do full albums. Surprisingly, the only full album I put on there by Kiss is Revenge. Most of their older stuff, 2 or 3 songs probably. Surprisingly, on what the hell's the name of that album? I Was Made for Loving You was on forget the name of that album. But anyhow, surprisingly for that album, I have like 4 or 5 songs actually. Most of their 80s stuff, 2 or 3 songs. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. And then after Revenge, all those albums they made after they came out in makeup, and the last one they did with Bruce Kulick that didn't get released, but then they released it later. I didn't have any of those songs because they all suck. Def Leppard, High and Dry, Pyromania, full albums. Hysteria, I have most of it, but not all the songs, so I only put like 6 or 7. On Through the Night, I only like 2 or 3 songs, so I got like 2 or 3 songs from On Through the Night. And then Adrenalize, I think I put 2 or 3 songs from that one. And then the rest of their albums I didn't like. Slang, all those other shitty albums they had, didn't like them. To me, Def Leppard's 2 best albums, High and Dry and Pyromania. Hysteria is okay, but it sounds too poppy. By far, High and Dry is their most raw, best sounding raw record. Pyromania is probably their best overall for production with a little bit of rawness. And then the Hysteria, of course, with the production poppiness, if you want to go that route. Any other bands where I put most of their music on there? I'm thinking Motley Crue, not a big Motley Crue fan. Shout at the Devil, have most of the songs from there, maybe except 1. Maybe I even threw it on there anyhow. And the one with Livewire and all that, I only have like 2 or 3 songs off that one. Girls. Theater of Pain, like 2 songs, 2 or 3. Girls, 3 songs. And Dr. Feelgood, about 4 or 5 songs off Dr. Feelgood. Skid Row, first full album, first 2 albums, full all the way through. Subhuman Race, I only have about, I put more than I thought I would. It's probably about 5 or 6 songs, actually. About 5, I think. Tesla, first album, 3 songs. Second album, about 3 or 4. Third album, well, I think the 5-man acoustical jam come out before Edison Medicine one. Well, 5-man acoustical jam, instead of taking the originals off the first album, there's 2 songs. I took the version off 5-man acoustical jam. And then Edison Medicine, I don't think that's the name of the album. That's one of the songs, but I got about 5 or 6 songs off that album. And then Bust a Nut, believe it or not, Tesla's 1994 CD. I have almost the whole CD with the exception of 1 song, I think. Yeah, they busted a nut on that one. That's the only thing I hate about Jammer. He didn't like any of those bands. Def Leppard a little bit. He knows Hysteria. I think he's more of a Hysteria fan than Pyromania. I don't think he likes High and Dry at all. But I think with our age group, and most people in general, if you didn't grow up with that music, like Jammer, I don't think never heard High and Dry, the full album, as a youngster. Or maybe he did. And I heard Pyromania before High and Dry, but I asked for Pyromania for Christmas. And I got High and Dry. I liked it. I was like, this is the wrong one. But I liked it anyhow. It was pretty rocking, I thought. Let It Go. Saturday Night High and Dry. Another Hit and Run. Mirror, Mirror. Lady Strange. I mean, the list goes on and on. Those songs are great. I thought Def Leppard was better with a two-arm drummer. But who knows? That might have been a blessing. If Rick Allen never got in an accident, maybe that next album would have been rushed. Some of those songs wouldn't have been as good as they were. Possibility. Or sound as good as they did. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, this beer isn't just refreshing tonight or today. It's my firefighter, saving my taste buds one sip at a time. Because these damn chips are so spicy. I'm forgetting what I was talking about, or maybe that's the beer. This episode might turn into a drinking, thinking, and sweating, and I think it already has. Yeah. Spicy chips and cold beers. The adult version of mixing Mentos and Diet Coke. You don't know what will happen, but it will be entertaining. I like some hot stuff, but as far as like crazy stuff like Ghost Face Killer Pepper or whatever how they call that, and the Carolina Reaper, I'm not even trying that shit. I almost bought the cheese that has the Carolina Reaper cheese, but I was like, well, it's probably not gonna be hot as the real thing, but it's probably gonna be hot. I'm like, yeah. Man, the chip heat ranking on this one, if mild salsa is a 1, these chips are like a 12, and my beer is doing its best impression of emotional support animal, trying to tame these chips. Because they're pretty hot, but I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot are they? For me, I mean, not super hot. I say a 6, maybe. We'll say 10. 10 is the most I could stand for heat. Not saying it's the hottest thing ever. We'll say a 10 is my top level of heat that I could take. Yeah, here's like a 5. Somewhere around there. Yeah. Not real bad, though. My nose isn't running as bad as it was earlier, so. Yeah, so the tongue meltdown update. Ladies and gentlemen, my tongue has officially filed a complaint. There's your update. One thing I hate about Miller High Life, that's one thing right there. That head just sticks on the glass and it dries out and it looks nasty. It doesn't run down the glass like a normal beer should. It sticks to the glass, man. Now, someone would say that's a dirty glass. They may be right. You ever like have your stomach gurgle while you're drinking beer? And I just watched the episode today, actually, before I started doing this. If you ever seen Stranger Things season 2, when they got the little friggin' little tadpole creature, and the little fat kid with the teeth thing is keeping it as a pet, and it makes little noises sometimes. Sometimes I get a little rumbling up here, drinking beer, and it's like that damn monster. Yeah. You got no respect for authority. Keep playing your dirty tricks and then come crying to me. Hit and run. When you're eating snacks like this, whether they're hot snacks or cool snacks, my snack fight philosophy, especially with these chips, pain and the beer is like no pain, buddy. Just vibes. Pain, no pain. Snack fight. Yeah. I wish we could play. I mean, you could play some copyrighted music on YouTube and they don't do nothing. But you got to know what to play. I mean, sometimes you get the notification, oh, this music copyright, but blah, blah, blah. No strikes against you. But I guess there's some artists and record companies out there that they don't like you playing their music, and you get a... Because I would play some music I love if I knew I could play it, but I don't know how to look that up. If anyone knows, comment. Let me know. Because I know there's certain artists people play, oh, we can't play him. I heard even Ozzy Osbourne, because Sharon will probably sue you. And she'll really definitely sue you now. I remember me and Jammer used to get gigged. We used to play Christmas music in the background. You could barely hear it. And this is like 10, 14 years ago. We first started doing beer reviews. And shit. And the video got blocked. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. We're playing the instrumental version of Silent Night. And they picked it up, who sang it and what orchestra did it, and we got blocked. I'm like, are you shitting me? Is anybody buying records from that for that thing? You know, didn't make no damn sense. We even got blocked worldwide by Fox. One time we played the music Bad Boys for Cops. And we actually had a episode in there, and we had the cop actual sirens thing that they had, and where it showed cops. And we had an episode where I was talking about this cop tackling this lady, and she landed on the knife that she was holding. And well, Jammer found it, put it all in the video, and we got banned worldwide on that video. So Jammer just took the video, re-edited it, took the actual cops logo out, and just had some sirens with a black background going. I think the music itself didn't get blocked, but just the footage. I guess just the cops footage with the sirens. So once we took that out, still had the cop tackling the lady, still had the music. It didn't get blocked. So just that damn cops logo, intro logo from the television show. That's what got us blocked, apparently, worldwide. Yeah. Now, there are some songs we've been playing in the background, and Even though some of the karaoke songs never get blocked, but there have been a couple karaoke songs that we got flagged on. There are a couple other ones where it says blocked in some countries. So I don't know what the hell that means, but anyhow. I think it might be done with the chips, but I still got one more beer to drink. So for you, the viewer, I will keep drinking the one last beer. I got nothing else to really talk about. I mean, these Flamin Hot Limons, Doritos, kicking after about 2 seconds like, oh, you thought we were just spicy. Oh, my nacho dust. And my sinuses are still running. These chips got so much attitude, they should come with a warning label. May cause regret and personality changes, which that'd probably be a good thing for me. The personality change, not the regret. Yeah, I love some some Miller High Life. Best damn beer in the world. Just kidding. Yeah, this video would have been a hell of a lot better with Jammer on here. I think I miss doing videos live with Jammer, like right here next to each other. We haven't done a video physically together since like the night before I moved here, which was September. Moved here September 15th. So September, let's see if that's right. Let's go look back at the calendar. It could be right. Yeah, September 14th, about 2021. And I've only been to Florida once since then, and the time I did go back was during the holidays, 2023, and I did get a chance to see Jammer, give him some beers, took him some beers, and he had a family member in the hospital at the time, so we met there, but he lived like over an hour away from there. So at least he was there, and I gave him his beer. But that was like on the 22nd of December, and I left on like the 27th, maybe the 28th. So we never got a chance to meet up again after that. Family stuff. But that's okay. I thought actually once I moved here, I would find a good friend, a good buddy to continue doing the beer review with, and I haven't. There's nobody like Jammer. Not saying I was going to like, Jammer, you're not here anymore, so you're off the beer review. I'd still do it with him like this, but I was hoping to have somebody, probably not as good as Jammer, but somebody, a little friendship, what's that word? Camaraderie. I could never say that word. You know the thing. But shit, I'll never have that again in the rest of my life. Just sucks. Let's get these beers out of the way so you can see the real beer. Let's pour it in the glass. Let's get that head off there, because lace is waste, and that lace is all sticking on the glass, right? Yeah, we'll try to get that off. Now the new lace is going to stick. Yeah, that lemon flavor with those chips doesn't ease in. It jumps you from behind, like not from like a rapist, like a WWE wrestler. Yeah, it hits you hard. It jumps you from behind and gives you like a belly to back suplex, I think our live beer reviews together, though, with Jammer, it was the best thing since sliced bread. I mean, it was the best invention ever. And I look at some other people who do beer reviews together, and it's kind of hard to do that streaming. But when we're together, Jammer was like, come on, drink it. I want to get to the next beer review, and I'm always like, I have a habit of like, I feel like someone's not listening to me. I'll tap them. I'll say, hey, huh? What do you think? Which I really miss, because it really fucking irritated them. Yeah, I miss that shit. Never have it again. I did get a message from my good buddy Wes from high school, my young days in Booth Elementary, Ernie Davis, EFA. Of course, I moved when I was beginning of sophomore year, and I haven't seen him. I only saw him a couple of times over those years between my sophomore year and my senior year. I think actually the last time I saw him was like October of '89. And then a few times I went to upstate New York where I used to live from '89 onward. I lost contact. He didn't have the same phone number. Yeah. Anywho, he lives about an hour and a half away from here, 2 hours away from here. So he thumbed up one of my videos on YouTube or Facebook and said we need to meet up. But my bad thing is I work graveyard shift with Tuesday, Wednesdays off. But yeah, maybe we can meet up one of these days on a Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll see. I don't know how far of a drive that is from here. Let's check. Damn it. What the fuck? Directions to Covington, Georgia. See how far that is. 1 hour and 43 minutes. Ooh. Yeah. Well, now it's saying 1 hour and 49 minutes, maybe because of traffic. And there is an accident somewhere on the highway there. Over by, I don't know where that's at, but some type of fender bender. I mean, he's right outside of Atlanta. Huh. Yeah, we'll have to see about that. Either he's going to have to come here or I'm going to have to go there. That's kind of hard for me to travel because unless I get off work and go there, but I'm on a different schedule as him, and yeah, it's just hard, man. He'll have to come out here, and I'll have to. Hey, Wes, come out here, or shit. I drive out there. I get a hotel room or something, and shit, if it takes me that long to get there, if I leave here, a lot of hotels don't let you check in until 12. Though. But anyhow, get a hotel, check in. Hey, let's meet up at 8 o'clock. I'll catch a nap. There we go. Oh shit. Yeah, that's why I hate eating hot stuff because, man, my nose, the left sinus, ever since they pulled that wisdom tooth out, man. You get anything sometimes hot, even not hot, not even spicy, just hot. Left sinus runs. They really did the job of my sinuses. I need to go get some disability, I think, for the pain and suffering. Too bad I can't get back disability all the way to then. I never knew I could get disability from the military. They don't give me a pamphlet and say, hey, if you have any problems, give us a call. We get you some disability. You know? And I always thought, well, you had to be in a war, get your legs blown off or whatever. I didn't even know you get fucking PTSD, I guess, maybe. But yeah, somebody I was working with one time, they're like, yeah, I get 15% disability. I'm like, really? For what? Which is like $150 a month or whatever it is. But he's like, yeah, I hurt my foot. I knew he was in Afghanistan. And I said, what, when you were in Afghanistan? He goes, no, when I was stationed in Hawaii, I jumped off the back of a truck or whatever. I hurt my foot. I was like, it seemed like he walked fine to me. And plus, he's on that quick reaction team for where I used to work. And QRF or whatever. And I'm like, wait, you get free 150 and your foot, hurt your foot, but apparently it doesn't bother you enough to do physical activity. So you're like, yeah, if you got injured, you can get some disability too. I'm like, shit, I broke my wrist. I got kicked in the head. I had them pull the friggin' wisdom tooth and they broke the root, and I've been having sinus problems ever since, even though I went to a specialist and they said no, it wouldn't cause it, but my dentist said it would because they pulled one of my tooth. I had one of my molars pulled, and they're like, yeah, your back teeth is close to my sinus cavity. The cap, I forget what the hell they call it, but thin layer there between your. Anyhow, when they pulled my tooth out, they probably punctured the sinus cavity, which they probably did. I mean, if they had to do it, they had to do it because they had a cavity on my wisdom tooth, but they should at least told me, hey, when we pull this out, because you can tell on the x-ray, how they showed me on the x-ray when I had a tooth pulled last year, how close my roots are going to my sinus membrane. And they told me that when we pull this, it might, puncture that, basically. But at least that time, that doctor did such a good job. No problems on this side. But I'm thinking on this side, that's what happened. Broke it, plus she was up there digging on it. I need my disability, veterans disability for that. Pain and suffering, mental suffering, all these years of physical suffering. I saw a commercial for something. I just don't trust these people that want to help you to get benefits of disability. I don't know. Anywho. And I'm thinking, well, do I want to take taxpayers' dollars for something like that? I mean, I'm still living. It's not stopping me from living. Yeah, I do get sinus problems all the time. My ear gets blocked up all the time. But then I'm like, well, there's other assholes out there who claiming they have PTSD, but yet they're working jobs as a bouncer and this and that, or walking fine. You be the judge. Even the broken wrist doesn't bother me most of the time, but there's occasionally I'll grow. I think I got some nerve damage because sometimes I go grab a door handle and I'll get like a sharp pain, like right there where it broke, like kind of like nerve pain, like. And it doesn't happen a lot, maybe once a month, once every 2 months, but it still happens. And then the kick in the head, who knows what kind of brain damage that caused. Don't answer that one, though. Yeah. Who knows what kind of brain damage that caused by a medical professional who could tell me that. Anybody that knows me, I don't want you to tell me. All right, man. Yeah, these chips and this beer have filled me up good. It's been another drinking and thinking spectacular. I should have put the Doritos name in the title. Probably would have got more views. What do I have? I think I fucking spelled something wrong. How the hell did I got a G in there? G, the champagne of beers. And meets the lime and Inferno. Well, that's gonna do it for this one. Let me get the rest of this beer down now. Thanks for Jammer Fan for jumping in for a few seconds on the first video. I really appreciate it. I just hope Jammer Fan gets a little healthier, man. You don't need to wake up and do all that kind of crazy stuff. Enjoy your day, man. Go out for a walk. All those mountains you got in Colorado, just go enjoy yourself. You don't need any substances to help you enhance the enjoyment. Come on, dude. And I'm always saying that because I care about you. So I hope you watch this part. Because sometimes I'm like, man, you're tore up. And it's like you're 2 hours behind us in the morning. You're tore up that quick. Smoking shit all morning and drinking. Anywho, Yeah, Shagdog Spit or Swallow beer review. We'll see you on the next one. All right, let's go. We got to chug that down. Hold on. There you go. We'll catch you on the next one, hombres. Later.